Hello and good morning to your Tuesday morning Hatha Yoga class with me, Jen Taylor. So let's get started. Take whatever opening position you like this morning. My particular favourite is reclined cobbler's pose. I particularly find if I'm getting up really early to practice, just giving myself a little bit of time in a nice reclined position. And for me, particularly opening the chest a little bit, just with the breath, nothing too strenuous, just taking it down. If you don't have a bolster, you can roll up a towel, you can take a couple of pillows off your sofa, or you can use blocks, anything that's going to just give your shoulder blades a little bit of a chance to come under. And just allow your breath to expand and open the front of your body. You can always lie flat without anything under your spine. That's also a fantastic option. Or if you prefer to begin your practice in a seated position, that's also 100% okay. So just taking whatever suits you this morning, whatever you find inviting and helpful. More than welcome to close your eyes at this point. Maybe starting to drop inside. Exploring your body this morning with your breath. Maybe as you inhale, noticing any areas of sensation. Maybe that's tension, or maybe that's just movement as you wake up. And as you exhale, notice what softens, notice what releases. Inhale. Expand, open, become aware of any sensation, and exhale, soften, release. Just begin to observe the undulation of your breath, taking care not to overshape your breath just yet. Taking care not to force your inhalation or your exhalation. Just allowing it to be what it is this morning. And as you're making your own breath inquiry, maybe just asking yourself how you're feeling this morning, what kind of emotional state is associated with your breath inquiry. Are you feeling energized, awake, ready for your day? Or are you still feeling a little bit lethargic, like you need a little bit of energy? You might be feeling any other number of things. You might be feeling super relaxed. Or you may have woken up with a little bit of an anxious feeling. So often non-specific, sometimes present. Just breathing into any of these sensations or emotions. Now breathing a little bit more specifically, pushing out your abdomen on your inhalation. And exhale, soften your abdomen, just allowing it to release and fall away. Inhale, expand. Exhale, soften. Maybe adding the chest now, so inhale, abdomen. Inhale, chest. Exhale, chest. Exhale, abdomen. Trying another round like this. Nothing too forced. Inhale, abdomen. Inhale, chest. Exhale, chest. Exhale, abdomen. Maybe once more. Inhale, abdomen. Inhale, chest. Exhale, chest. Exhale, abdomen. Maybe adding the side ribs. Inhale, abdomen. Inhale, chest. Inhale, side ribs. Exhale. 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 Take another one of these. Inhale abdomen. Inhale chest. Inhale side ribs. Exhale ribs, chest, abdomen. Taking one more in your own time, your own breath cycle. A full, complete and three-dimensional breath. Exhaling and softening, maybe connecting these areas a little as you release. And then return to your natural breath. Soft and gentle, undulating and even. When you feel ready, maybe opening your eyes. And if you decided to lie down this morning, roll yourself onto your favourite side. Just pause for a moment and bring yourself up to a comfortable seat. We're going to start the more formal, formal quote-unquote pranayama or breathing practice. We're going to start with a practice that is simply a long breath. So I will use a count of 6. We'll work that breath as inhalation for 6, exhalation for 6. I'll work that over several rounds up to a count of 9. So if that feels a little bit long for you and you need to add a little baby retention at the top or the bottom, no problems, give that a try. If it doesn't suit you at all and you just need to return to natural breathing, absolutely fine as well. But we'll do this elongated breath just for a few rounds. Then we'll take a pause and we'll do the breath known as skull shining breath or Kapalabhati. We've done this one before. I'll just recap before we get there. It's a nice full inhalation and then pumping at the diaphragm. It's a short, sharp exhalation through the nostril and a very mild inhalation to sustain you over several rounds. So we'll do that for 2 or 3 rounds. We'll take a break and we'll return to the long breath. The reason I put that breath in the middle, that's a nice warming breath. It's lovely before you start to have a physical practice in the morning. But I'm deliberately doing it between 2 nice long breaths so we're balancing it out. So we're not overstimulating ourselves and taking a little bit too much stimulation into the practice, and maybe sometimes a little bit of aggression, or it can even sort of stimulate things like eczema or anxiety, those kinds of things. So taking care, and if you have high blood pressure and you don't want to do that particular one, totally fine as well. So let's just start with the nice long breaths and then I'll cue you for the Kapalabhati when we're ready. So taking a nice long empty exhalation through both nostrils. And then when you're ready, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Trying 8 now. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last round, maybe 9. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Take a little break. Take a couple of rounds of breath. Now we'll try our abdominal pumping breath, this one that's known as Kapalabhati. So you might prepare, dropping your chin slightly. Exhale through both nostrils. Nice full inhalation. And just beginning with 9 rounds. Exhale, release and soften. Take a couple of breaths if you need to. We'll take that up now to 18 rounds when you're ready. Exhale. Inhale. And 18 rounds. Exhale, take a couple of natural breaths. Notice any effects. Sometimes we get a headiness when we start to increase the repetitions of that breath. So make a decision now. If for your last round you'd like to stay with that original count of 9, if you'd like to stay with the count of 18, your choice completely. Exhale now. Nice full inhalation. 18. Release, breathing nice and naturally. And we'll return to our long count just for 3 rounds to balance and close out. When you're ready, exhale. Inhale for 9. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more round, inhaling. Exhaling. Just pause for a moment, return to your natural breath cycle, and noticing any changes, subtle or there may be no changes. Just noticing anything that you can experience following your breathing practice, your pranayama. And then let's begin to move. Coming onto your hands and knees, a little bit of cat-cow. Always nice to warm your spine first. Inhale, fold. Exhale, round. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And come to center, give everything a little wiggle. Opposite arms and legs. Inhale, right arm, left leg long. Exhale, round. Inhale, long. Exhale, round. Inhale, lovely and long. Exhale, round. Breathe naturally, but pause and hold here for 3, 2, 1 more. Beautiful. Release. Give everything a little bit of a wiggle. And second side, left arm, right leg, nice and long. Spinal extensors in opposite directions, and then exhale, round. Inhale, long. Exhale, round. Inhale, lovely and long. Exhale, round, and breathe naturally, holding here. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. And release. Give everything a little bit of a wiggle. Hips back to heels, walking your hands forward, gazing between your thumbs. We're going to scoop through between our thumbs 3 times. So lifting up, elbows stay fairly narrow if you can. Starting to lower yourself down. Inhale. Exhale, round all the way back. Trying twice more. Scoop it through. Inhale. And then round your spine as you exhale. Once more, scoop it through. This time tucking your toes. We'll head to your version of downward facing dog. It's your first one. Make it nice and easy. Keep a bend in your knees maybe. Roll your shoulders outwards. Take a gaze at your hands. Are they nice and grounded? And then when you're ready, hips start to reach for the ceiling. Maybe your heels start to reach for the floor. Doesn't matter one bit if they don't get there. Just having a few breaths here. Have a nice little explore. And remembering your gaze, your focal point, your drishti as it's known in yoga, in this posture is towards abdomen. If you can see it, if you can't, tops of thighs is great. 5 more. 4. 3 more. 2. 1 more. Lovely. Take a break, or lifting your left leg high, reaching it behind. You can stay level, or you can down dog twist, top leg behind, maybe gazing under your left arm. Take 3, 2, 1. Level it on out. Bend your knee, come forward and hover. And we'll do this 3 times. So inhale back. Exhale round. Inhale back. Exhale round. Last time back, inhaling and lengthening. Exhale round, and make this taking your foot forward. So thigh coming towards your abdomen, all the way, all the way, all the way, and then your foot coming forward. Help it if you need to, no problem. Back knee down, but that's really starting to wake up the core of the body. And putting this ingredient in here in your practice before we get to salute starts to make you a little bit more conscious of that body movement. Have a little explore of your hips this morning. And maybe starting to come up to your knee if that's okay for your back knee. Otherwise, stay down. Option 1, option 2, or option 3, lifting up. Take 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. And come all the way down. Hands to your heart center. Maybe taking the elbow over. You might need to take your hips back a little bit to help yourself do this. Little twist here. Back knee can lift only as an option if it's appropriate. Just take 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. And release, back knee down. Now planting your right hand on the inside of the foot, left toes towards the left corner of the mat. Starting to take your left arm forward, reaching it all the way around behind. We're coming onto the back blade of that outer foot. So reaching behind. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. And release. Take it all back. Downward facing dog. So I'm going to do the second side. Just having a nice little extend here. And then right leg extend. So I might be turning away from you on some of these. Don't worry too much. Just orient yourself from wherever you are. If your lower back's okay this morning, you might choose to stack the hip. Open and bend that top leg. Maybe look under the right arm. 3, 2, 1. Level it on out. And 3 plank hovers here. So take your knee forward, round your upper back, hover here, hands are grounded. Inhale back. Exhale round, upper back is rounded, shoulders protracted forward. Inhale back. And exhale round. 3, 2, 1. And keeping that thigh as close to your torso as you can, starting to bring it forward, bring it forward, bring it forward. Beautiful. Settle into your lunge. Have a nice little explore here. See how your hip flexor is feeling this morning. Maybe your adductor and groin on the other leg. Option to come up to the knee. Option to extend. All just options. 3, take what you need, leave what you don't. 2, and 1. And then gently release. And so I'll be turning away from you this time. So you can choose to plant that left hand. This right foot goes to the 45 and you sweep this right hand all the way around behind. We're coming onto the back of this back leg, reaching back. Beautiful. 3, 2, 1. Level it back on out. Downward facing dog. Taking 5. 4. 3. 2. 1 more. Lovely. And walk it to the top of your mat. Inhale, maybe take your feet hip width apart. Exhale, fold. Maybe hooking thumbs into your elbows. Have a little sway. Anything that feels good here. You can unlock your knees a little maybe. Have a little explore how that changes the posture for you, but ultimately taking what you need this morning. 3, 2, 1. Soft knees, roll it on up. Inhale. And exhale. Taking some salutes now. So I'm going to go through each of the postures, each of the salutes in different variations. If you have a strong practice and you're ready to float and hover, you're more than welcome to do that now. Otherwise, just coming to standing. You might take feet hip width apart, or you might take toes together. Inhale. Exhale, soft knees roll down. Inhale, look forward. If you're tight, shins are fine. Exhale, fold. Step it on back. You might take your knees down, elbows stay over wrists, shoulders come forward, little chaturanga. Beautiful. Lower down, cobra. And then tucking your toes, head yourself up through knees if you need to, no problem. Then heading to downward facing dog. Take 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. And then walk or step forward. Inhale. Remember, shins are fine if you need them. Exhale. Roll it up. And standing. Lovely. Second round. Inhale. Remember to continue with that first set of options if you need it. Inhale, look forward. Plant your hands. Walk or a big step back. You can take knees down or come from toes. Same principle. Elbows stay over wrist. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward dog for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. And walk or big step forward. Inhale, exhale, and roll it on up. Standing. Third round. Inhale, stay with either of those two options, or taking it up. Exhale. Inhale, look forward. Plant your hands. Walk, step, or float. Knees or toes, chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Downward dog. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Beautiful. Walk, step, or if you want to float, heels raise, knees bend, hips go high and over the hands. Inhale. Exhale. Roll it on up on your inhalation. Exhale, standing. Beautiful. Take a pause. Catch your breath. Notice how you're feeling. We come to surya namaskar B, salute to the sun B. So again, I'll do a couple of different options. You go, if you know it well, go wherever you need to. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. As if you're sitting in a chair. Exhale, fold. Same principle now. Inhale, look forward, walk, step, or float back. Gently lower down. You might even come from knees. Cobra or an up dog. Remember, you can always take cobra. Downward dog when you're ready. Right foot comes forward. So same principle as we did in our plank hover. Bringing it forward. Active, active, active. And then inhale up. Exhale down. And gently lower. You might take cobra. And then you might take your version of downward facing dog. Left side, so inhale all the way up. Exhale all the way down. Your version of chaturanga, your version of cobra or up dog, and then your version, when you're ready and you get there, downward facing dog. Take 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Lovely. And walk or step forward, inhale. Exhale. Chair pose is last. Scoop it on through. And come to standing. Beautiful. So stay with this version or taking your alternate version. We'll do one more. Inhale. Chair pose. Exhale, fold. Standing forward, bend. Inhale, look forward. Walk, step or float. Knees or toes for your chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Down dog. Right side, warrior 1. Inhale. Exhale down. Knees or toes, chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Downward dog, exhale. Inhale, left side. Exhale down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Lovely. And walk, step or lift your heels, bend your knees, hips high, little hop. Inhale, exhale, chair pose. Inhale. Come to standing. Exhale. Beautiful. And just pause for a moment. Feel everything you've just created. Nice little phase in your practice this morning. You're probably feeling quite warm. I certainly am. Heart rate might be elevated. Breath might be elevated. All lovely ingredients preparing you for the next part of your practice, your standing postures. Fantastic. So, option here to flow between the postures and between sides. If that's not working for you this morning for any number of reasons, just feel free to enter them from standing. So wait for me to flow and then enter your standing postures from your standing position. For those of us who'd like to, we can flow. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, look forward. Walk, step or float. Chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Downward dog. Right foot forward between the hands, left heel plants, and warrior 2. Starting to just set yourself up, feet nice and aligned, heel bisecting the arch of the back foot. You're deep in this front knee, so if you need to wiggle that foot forward in order to get there, we'll do a little bit of a flow here, front hand palm facing up. Inhale back. And then exhale over, make it a nice soft side angle, so elbow to knee, arm along the ear. We're going to do this twice more, so inhale. Exhale it on over. Inhale up. Exhale over. One more time, inhale. And then exhale. Now decide on your version of side angle. So it might be this guy, nice and soft, or you might take this bottom hand, longest 3 fingers down behind the foot. Those who wish to can also bind, where the hand comes around in front and we take the wrist, but that's a strong option, so make sure it's appropriate for you. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Beautiful. And slowly lifting yourself up Trikonasana is next. Bring the legs a bit closer together. Nice and straight. Inhale. Exhale over so it can be super soft to the shin. You can take it to the ankle if you choose. Big toe for those for whom that's appropriate. 5, 4, 3, 2 more. And 1. Beautiful. Gently lowering your gaze, soften your knee, inhale up. Hands to hips, we're going to take this into pyramid pose. So turning towards the short edge of your mat. They might need to take this front foot over a little bit. So for me, that's my right foot to the right so that I've got some separation. I can gather elbows behind me or reverse prayer if it's in my practice. Inhale. Exhale, fold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Lovely. And then soften, lift up, release your hands. So just releasing your legs now, coming to, I'm going to stay on this sideways plane so you can see, but you're welcome to turn towards the camera or the screen. I'm just going to come up into versions of dancer's pose. They don't have to be too elaborate. You can take whatever gentle one you need. Just starting to shift your weight forward. You might pick up this left foot, for me at least, and just come into something of a, as we know it, a quadricep stretch. This is option 1. Take super care with the knee, and this might be plenty. Just fixing your gaze and working on your balance will give you something lovely to work with here. Next option might be to take your grip on the inside of the foot and start to take that leg backwards, counterweight the other arm forwards, just make it as soft as you like, take it to where it's appropriate. Or if it's okay for your body, take it all the way up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Lovely. And option here to gently release, hold your balance if you can. You can either touch down or bring the leg all the way through. Take 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Lower down, give the ankles a bit of a break. Beautiful. And turning myself around, you can stay exactly where you are and we'll flow. Inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale up, walk, step or float. Chaturanga Dandasana, cobra or up dog, downward dog. And just taking a few breaths here, take your time to recalibrate. We're going to head towards our second side. Breathing gently and evenly, noticing how you're feeling in response to these postures this morning. Whether it's feeling great or whether you need to back off a little bit. Either option is absolutely fine. Left leg now, bringing it forward, bring it forward, bring it forward, and then planting it down. Inhaling up, we're going to set up for warrior 2, so check your alignment. Make sure your feet are wide enough apart. Nice and deep here. Front hand palm facing up, inhale back. And then exhale over, nice soft side angle, elbow to knee. Twice more, inhale. Exhale. Last time, inhale. Exhale. And make a choice. So is this the option for you for side angle? Great choice. Alternate option, maybe the hand comes down. Or maybe you take the full bind. Nothing wrong with any of these options. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. And wherever you are, helping yourself on up. Beautiful. Gather your legs a little bit closer together, about a leg length for triangle pose. Both legs towards straight. Inhale. Exhale over. Remember, it can be soft. Or you can take it to the ankle, raise the top hand, turn from belly, then shoulders, And big toe for those for whom that's an option. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Lovely. Release. Inhale up. Turn towards that front straight leg. So pyramid pose is next. Inhale. Maybe catch the elbows or reverse prayer. Exhale, fold. All the way down, belly button and chin towards the shin. Don't worry how far away you are. Just giving yourself that energetic direction and focusing on the closing of this gap first. 5, 4, leading with your belly button. 3, 2, 1 more. Lovely. Inhale up. Exhale, release. So again, we're going to head this one into a dancer's pose. So you might simply take this nice option of just challenging your balance and starting to open the front of the thigh. This is a great option, option 1. Option 2, you might start to flip and lean. Give yourself counterweight, doesn't have to be too strong, and take care that the knee is not wandering to the side. You want to try and keep it in line if you can. And then option 3, maybe starting to open and enjoy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Lovely work. Release and make a choice. Maybe bring it all the way through if you can. Leg comes forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Beautiful work. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Now, whichever way you're facing, maybe flowing on down. We're going to take one final forward fold, but inhale, exhale. Inhale, look forward, walk, step or float, knees or toes, chaturanga, cobra or up dog, down dog. And then you decide whatever leg is appropriate for you to bring forward in order for you to turn towards the screen or the camera. For me, that's my left leg sweeping up. I'm going to take wide angle forward bend. So maybe lining up with the back of your mat. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Fingertips might come down if you need to bend your knees, no problem. Inhale again when you're ready, and then exhale, fold. Crown of the head towards the floor. If it meets easily, consider bringing your legs in. If it doesn't, just consider lengthening out through the spine. You can see, for me, I've got to take the rounding out of the spine. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Soften and lifting on up. See variation. Inhale, broad. Exhale, clasp hands. Inhale. Exhale, fold over. Allow the shoulders to head over the head. Doesn't matter if they don't get a long way away from the hips. Just as is appropriate for your shoulders. Starting to lower on down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Nice. Inhale up. Exhale. Let's head down to the mat, whichever way is appropriate for you. Plant your hands, step it on back, knees or toes. Chaturanga. Cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog. And your option here might be to just take your knees to the mat and slide your legs through, or if you'd like to jump, you might Lift yourself up, cross the legs and bring them through. Don't worry if that feels a bit opaque. These are all just options, natural progressions when you get there, and if you never do, doesn't matter. Taking yourself to this sort of L-sit position known as staff pose or Dandasana. Nice and active, thinking more about pelvic tilt and abdominal leading than anything else. 3, 2, 1. Head this one into the forward fold. Again, lead from the belly button. Maybe back off the knees a little. Lead from the belly button. Walking the hands down on the outside before you take the leg. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. And then once you get here, maybe think about whether it's appropriate to take your feet or not. You can always hang on to shins or simply give yourself that measurement on the ground. By doing this without taking the hands to the legs, you're actually taking your biceps out of the equation a little bit. So you take some of this out of it and you start to turn it into this. Beautiful. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Inhale up. Exhale. Now this next series is completely optional. If you know you like to jump through, if you've practiced Ashtanga before, please feel free to do so. I actively encourage it if that's what you like to do. Otherwise, just working with me between the seated postures. So from here, we're going to take it into a reverse plank. We're actually going to do the full plank series, but we'll start with the reverse plank. So this can just be reverse tabletop. So you can just take the feet hip width apart, hands alongside, nice bent knees, lifting the hips up like this. So this is option 1. Option 2, you can do this with straight legs. We plant the hands again, pivot over the heels, start to take the toes to the ground. Option 2. Option 3, if your neck's okay, is to drop the head. Wherever you are, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 more. Lovely. Slowly lower down. Release, head comes up last. So now we're going to take it into the forward plank sequence. So taking your legs through, bringing yourself forward. We're going to actively try to include a standard forward plank in between the 2 side plank options. So if that gets too much and you need a break, no problems, just sit on your heels and take a break. But otherwise, maybe starting to bring yourself forward, shoulders stack over elbows and wrists, and then we lift the heels, tailbone tucks, upper back is rounded. So this is your plank. Take 5, 4, 3, remember it can be from knees if it needs to, 2, 1 more. And then release. Plant your right hand in the middle of the mat, right knee, left leg extends, left heel plant. Bring yourself up. Option 1, side plank. Option 2, side plank, is to take the feet apart. Option 3, maybe start to stack. 5, lifting in the underside. 4, gazing top thumb if it's in your range. 3, 2, 1 more. Beautiful. Now, exit is your choice. Start to lower down, maybe take it back to plank, maybe hold for 5, or take a break if you need to. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Take a little break, extend the lower back. Lovely. Lifting yourself on up, preparing for second side. So I'm going to turn away from you, but it gives you a good different perspective on the posture, so I will do that. Left knee in, left hand, right leg extend, plant the heel. Option 1, taking yourself up here. with the knee on the ground. Option 2, you might separate your feet, give yourself lots of surface area for balance. Option 3, you might start to stack your feet, maybe thinking about gazing to that top thumb, wherever you are. 5. Nice, strong, well-distributed bottom hand, lifted underside. 3. 2. 1 more. Beautiful. Now your choice. Release your knees down or bring yourself to plank and finish off nice and rounded through your upper back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Lower your knees. Release. Really encourage you to take your hands by your side. Take a true child's pose. Forehead to the ground. Shoulders really roll forward. Notice the incredibly comforting, releasing effects. This reflexive posture has very powerful messages for your nervous system and also lovely comfort for your body. 3 more. 2, 1. Beautiful. Lift it on up. So, headstand preparation is next. So if you have never done a headstand before, today's not the day, not on an online tutorial. So wait until you can work with an appropriate teacher. But what I can do is give you something nice and safe to practice to start to build towards that place. If you do have headstand in your practice, you practice it regularly and you haven't fallen out in the last 6 months, then please feel free to go ahead. But it's completely something that you need to be very, very careful about with your neck. And I really encourage you just to do the prep pose rather than full posture unless you have already a teacher and experience. So to come into the preparation pose, bringing yourself forward onto your forearms. Really nice self-measurement is to be able to tap the outside of your elbows. What we see most commonly is that people do this, can't reach the outside of their elbows, and their elbows end up being too wide and much less stable. So making sure you can give yourself this self-measurement. This gives you your proxy for shoulder width, clasping your hands, grounding your forearms, side of the hand out. Now maybe extending one leg. I'm going to shuffle forward a little. Extending one leg, extending the other leg. Shoulders over elbows, just come into a forearm plank. Really round through the upper back. Push the forearms into the floor. So this is as stable as you should feel. Now we work a little bit on bringing the hips up. The head is going to stay off the floor this whole time. So we start to tippy toe in. Head can release but not hit the floor. Walk, walk, walk. And then exhale down. Beautiful. Inhale. Walk, walk, walk. Exhale down. Last time. Inhale. Walk, walk, walk. Hey, my head is quite clear of the ground. I can even nod. Take 3, 2, 1. Lovely. And release. Knees to the mat, hips to heels. Have a little rest. Lifting on up. So if you want to work on that one, I strongly recommend that you get in touch with me after the class and we can work out a way to work on that together. But it's not the sort of thing I recommend in a live class if you've never done it before. We're going to bring ourselves to our back bends now. So coming onto your back, feet hip width apart. If you have a block or a book, have that handy now. And just going to remove my little microphone guy. There we go. And head on down here. So another thing that I recommend is removing or sliding out any hair ties. It sounds like a trivial thing, but believe me, it's really important not to distort your neck as we start to go up and put the neck at risk here. We want to make sure it's nice and unfettered and there's nothing that can tweak your neck. So Option one is to take a nice bridge posture, which you might be familiar with. Hands alongside, feet are hip width apart, ankles under knees, long tailbones, start to peel your spine off the floor. When you reach your maximum, maybe you take your shoulders in, clasp your hands. Take 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Gently release. And option for those who would like to do wheel. If this back bend, this wheel posture is not in your practice yet, no problems. Do bridge again, or maybe wait this one out and just watch the demonstration and start to build towards it in your own time and with your own teacher. So, hands through the center. First option is to lift to the crown of the head and down. So one of the easier ways to do this is to start to, and really we're about shoulder opening. So if you know that you're really super tight here, before you do any of this, coming up to with a block, chair, sofa cushion, anything, bringing yourself to this kind of opener is a really nice place to start. So work there, or bring yourself down. Stage 2 might be to work on controlled lifting from the ground to the crown of your head. So that might look a little bit like this, working with your breath, an inhalation, an exhalation, and then on your inhalation, bring yourself up nice and controlled, and then exhale, lower down. Again, super safe, super controlled. I know I can get myself in and I know I can get myself out. So the next stage, once that's super comfortable and you've built the adequate shoulder strength and shoulder flexibility, maybe come all the way up. So remembering you can go all the way there if this is already in your practice, no problem. Inhale, exhale, and on the inhalation, taking 5, 4, 3, 2, heels might separate a little, 1 more. Exhale down. If you choose, you can come to the crown of the head and then all the way down. I encourage recovery pose first, so nice flattened lower back, knees in, feet wide, just allowing your tissues to recover. You'll find the natural curve or the lift in the back will return. That's totally fine. But just taking this before any clenched or strong forward bends is a really good idea. So you can do another one of those if that's in your practice, working up to 3 with 5 breaths each. Take another couple of breaths here. We'll need to head off to our relaxation soon. Before we do, I thought I'd give a final little twist. So taking your hips over to the right, left leg might extend, right knee might come in rather, and turning yourself into nice twist here. Jathara Parivartanasana, spinal twist. Just take 5. So you can stay with this bent knee option. If it's in your practice, you're welcome to take the straight leg option. 4. Nice sensation down the side of the outer hip. Maybe ITB. 3, 2, 1. And slowly release. Come back through center. Shift your hips the opposite way. Right leg extends, left knee bends. Have a nice twist here. And if it's in your practice, you're welcome to straighten that top leg. But again, there's no need to push, there's no need to force. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Setting up for final Shavasana, final resting. We've got a couple of minutes left and I will keep time for you. No need to run off just yet. Making sure you take this time to integrate your practice. Setting yourself up, if you have blankets handy, extra jackets, anything like that, I really encourage you to put those on you now. The extra weight promotes deeper relaxation. It also promotes this great sense of comfort and this great sense of self-care, of self-nurture. You might like to take a nice full inhalation and an open mouth maybe. Exhalation. A bit of a sigh. Return to an even and natural breath. Remembering the focus is balance. It's lovely and fun to do strong work during your practice, but it's important to round that out with balance. Your practice should leave you feeling very good, very positive, very stimulated. If it's felt like a little bit tumultuous, a little bit of a chore, any of those sorts of things, then take it back, dial it back, soften your expectations. Adopt a nurturing attitude towards yourself. Just taking a minute or so here in final relaxation. I will keep time for you. Enjoying your last few moments here. Perhaps re-inhabiting your breath when you're ready. Slowly maybe opening your eyes, have a nice little stretch. Rolling onto your favorite side, just pause, take your time, ease your transition back to your day. Coming up to a beautiful, comfortable seat. And we'll close. A single Om, lovely vibrational movement of your throat. Exhale. Nice inhalation. Maybe rubbing your hands together. You can choose to place your hands over your eyes, or maybe your lower back, sort of kidney region, another lovely region. And have a beautiful day. Thank you for practicing.